When I first got the horse artillery pistol, I tried it at one match, thought it was decent, and stuck to the carbine. But what if I told you it's actually really good? Because that's what I'm telling you. The horse artillery pistol, HAP for short, is really good. You know the drill by now. It's stats time. The horse artillery pistol has a damage of 85, reload time of 14 seconds. Wait, why does it say it only has one pellet? Okay. It has 2 pellets, obviously. Has a penetration of 5 for each pellet, and each pellet has a max distance of 550.
For the right price.
Now let's talk about some of the common issues and complaints. I politely asked the members of my Discord what complaints and issues they had with the horse artillery pistol, along with consulting the good land of Reddit. So here we go. Both barrels are inaccurate, so the shop's description is lying. Yeah, so the shop says that the left barrel is really accurate, rifled, while the right barrel is less accurate, smoothbore. But from my, and a lot of other people's, of course, experience, both barrels seem to have a kinda accuracy. It feels like shooting the double-barreled pistol, which makes sense, as they're both, get this, double-barreled guns. And there has to be some downsides to balance the major upsides of, well, getting a second shot. But if you just get used to the idea that it isn't a rifle, then it ain't so bad. So stop trying to shoot the Briggs Loop crew with it! Double shot mode can be annoying to toggle, especially when trying to do stuff like open doors. Okay, this one may need a little bit of explaining. The same button to toggle on double shot is the same one to do stuff like open doors or interact with objects. Editor's note, just so you know, this is really only a problem for consoles, so that sucks. So when you try to open a door with the HAP currently equipped and in your hands, it may toggle double shot, or single shot if you had double on already, without you wanting, making you accidentally shoot that bomber with 2 shots, which is overkill by the way. It's kind of hard to explain here, but see how you like when the game just secretly and randomly changes to double shot without you knowing. This problem is also the same for the DB pistol, but 1, this only happens to me every now and then. It doesn't really matter because 2, just like, hold a different item while opening the door or loading grape shot or whatever you're doing. It's a simple fix for a simple problem. Okay, now for some of the issues that I have found. The reload slows you down. This is by far my biggest complaint with the gun. When reloading, it makes you move as fast as like reloading the musket. But I got used to the musket and really like it, so I think I can live with it. It has a reload stage after you put the 2 cartridges in the barrel. Also, for those new players watching, a reload stage is a part of the animation where you can switch to a different item. And when you go back to your gun that you're reloading, you can simply resume it after that stage. So you reload to the first reload stage, and if there's a zombie gaining on you, then you can just unequip the gun to move at a normal speed. Then you can resume reloading once you're far enough ahead. Also, you don't have to reload both barrels. This is good if you need to quickly take out a bomber or zapper.
Hey, you gonna talk about the reload? 14 seconds is a long time, you know.
Well, sure. Hold on, don't you mean 13.4 seconds?
Now that Colton is, disposed of, I gotta tell you about the reload. When reloading 1 bullet, it takes 8.7 seconds, and a second reload is 13.4. 11.2 seconds if you have the Fife. Yes, this is about the same reload as the rifle, and you know how I feel about the rifle and its reload. On the plus side, you get 2 shots in the same reload as the rifle's puny 1 bullet reload. That's a lot of reloads.
Hey, I'm back. Get out of here. Where were we? Alright, that's all the stuff I cared to add or found. Also, thanks to 242 a lot for speaking in this. And now that that's out of the way, I really didn't know where to put this next part, so I was curious about how the horse artillery pistol got its name, and while researching the G&B wiki for the HAP, I found this under trivia, which I will read verbatim. The horse artillery pistol was produced in 1793 by Henry Knock for the Royal Horse Artillery at a price of £8 each. 80 were produced in total. So Henry Knock wasn't the person who invented the Knock gun, but was named after him. Cool. Also, horse artillery, if you didn't know, was a term for really fast light artillery carried by horses. Also, this gun is pretty rare and only for the Brits, so... minor historical inaccuracy, Originally, I was going to list every single map and talk about how good it is on each one. But that requires footage of every map, and if y'all can vote COD for once... But also because I want to make this video short, or as short as I can. So there's this one simple rule I found when using the HAP as a way to take out priority targets like bombers and zappers, which is what you should be doing. On short ranges, it ain't that bad, but the farther you get, the less accurate it'll be. Which now that I say that's actually how every single gun works. But I wouldn't really call this a close range weapon. Shoot a bomber right next to your teammates, and you'll figure it out. So yeah, don't use it in cramped spaces if there's a bomber. That's all I can really say. Also, since I guess it's worth mentioning, it's kind of good against the Headless Horseman, since you get a second shot and don't have the damage reduction like some other guns. What else? Oh right, zappers. Now, I'm not going to put any fingers, Corey, about who said this, but someone pointed out that double shot is pretty useless. But I couldn't disagree more. Double shot is really useful when dealing with a zapper. Sure, you can just get good and melee the guy to death, but there's always that one guy who is stage 4 TikTok user and will die to a zapper. So save you and your teammates the trouble by just guaranteeing a kill, okay? So yeah, just quickly toggle double shot and shoot him. I mean, it might take a little more on hardcore. I didn't really test it out, because we're not going to talk about hardcore. It's just the same game, but with higher stats. So to wrap this up, the Horse Artillery Pistol is a gun that does its job well, even if there's some flaws. Those flaws are the ones that you can get used to or get good. Honestly, I think I might main this gun for line infantry, or I guess now ranker or trooper. I give the HEP a fair 8.5 out of 10. I really like it, and it's probably my third favorite gun in the game, but there's some issues I'd like fixed. But if they were, then it would just become way too overpowered. Well, thanks for watching. I've just been in the content making mood recently now that there's a new update that's giving me new stuff to yap about and reminding me of stuff I've yet to yap about. So yeah, subscribe and like if you liked the video. We're close to 2,500 subscribers, and I think we can do it before October ends. Also, I have a channel membership, if you didn't know. Not a lot of stuff on it, but it exists. I'm wanting to make something for it. Unless the G&B devs cook up another fire update.